Samsung's track record when it comes to smartphone UIs has been kind of messy. There was TouchWiz, which was honestly bad. Then there was Experience UI, which was better but not quite there. Well, the One UI is here and it may just be the one. Hey guys, this is Rupesh from Beebom.com and we have the new Samsung One UI up and running on a Galaxy Note 9 here. So let's take a look at some of the best features that One UI brings. But before we do that, let me tell you that this video has been sponsored by Wix.com, which lets you create some stunning websites. I'll talk more about Wix at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Now let's talk about the new Samsung One UI. Samsung's One UI brings a brand new UI that seems very intuitive. So the new One UI brings an interface that makes one-handed usage better. And it's not a surprise, I mean it's One UI after all. So now there's a viewing area at the top and an interaction area on the bottom half. Let me show you some examples. So check out the new settings page next to the older one. You can see the difference, right? Everything is just cleaner and just easier to access. I especially like the fact that I can access the search button more easily. Now check out the notification shade. It seems like your usual Android Pie notification shade, right? Well, now take a look at the quick settings. See how easy it is to access everything? And it's a huge difference from Experience UI. Check out the gallery now. See how all the important actions are available at the bottom so you can access it pretty easily? Now the same design language has been used in different areas of the OS and different apps like Messages, Contacts, Clock, Samsung Notes and more. Look, not everyone will like this interface, but if you ask me, I think it's very intuitive and you have to use it to really get the essence of it, especially on a huge phone like the Galaxy Note 9. Having said that, One UI is still in beta, so the new UI isn't available in all apps or interfaces. For example, the browser app or the files app does not feature this UI, and I would like this UI to come in the app drawer as well, which still weirdly scrolls horizontally. While Samsung might bring the new UI to these apps and pages, I'm not sure if third-party apps will support this new UI. So it'll be interesting to see how Samsung counters that. Apart from the new UI, there are new icons here which look way better now, but still a little too cartoonish for my liking. Also, the new UI really embraces rounded corners and colors, which I like, so yeah, it's pretty cool. The Samsung One UI introduces a new dark theme or dark mode to the Galaxy flagships, and it's something we have all been waiting for. I mean, Samsung flagships which have these striking AMOLED displays have always deserved a dark theme, and well, it's here and it looks gorgeous. Anyway, it's almost a totally black theme with some grey in there, and that makes it look really great, especially on the beautiful display of the Galaxy Note 9. Along with the fact that this looks good, it also makes up for a really comfortable viewing, especially at night. And since it's baked right into One UI, it works on the settings page, the quick settings and all of Samsung apps. With night mode is definitely an amazing new feature of One UI. One UI also finally brings navigation gestures, and if you're expecting new, out-of-the-box, totally different gestures from One UI, well, prepare to be slightly disappointed. The One UI gestures here are pretty simple, so that's good, but they don't seem as intuitive. Okay, so you can swipe up from the center to go home, swipe up from the left to open up the recent screen, and swipe up from the right to go back. So yeah, the gestures are nothing new here. And I haven't found a gesture to quickly switch between apps. Plus the gesture hints at the bottom look a lot like the gesture hints in Vivo's FunTouch OS and Realme's ColorOS, which I don't like much. Now you might like these navigation gestures in One UI. I was expecting Samsung to bring something new to the table. So yes, I'm a little disappointed. Having said that, Samsung has implemented Android Pie's quick switch gesture when using the navigation buttons, so maybe you'll find that handy. There are times when I accidentally delete photos, and that's where the trash feature in Google Photos comes in so handy. Well, One UI's Gallery app brings a new recycle bin feature which is very similar and very handy. So the first time you delete a photo in this new Gallery app, the app will prompt you to turn on Recycle Bin from the settings. Once you enable this, deleted images and videos will remain in the recycle bin for 15 days before they are deleted forever. If you want to recover photos, there's no album here for the recycle bin. Instead, there's an option in the 3-dot menu button, which takes you to the recycle bin. It's not a massive new feature, but it's definitely handy. If you use the iris scanner or the face unlock on your Galaxy phone, Right now you have to press the power button to turn the screen on, and then the phone scans your eyes or face, which is fine. But One UI brings a simple yet handy lift to wake gesture that should make things faster. You can enable it in the motion and gestures option in advanced features, and once enabled, I can just pick up the Galaxy Note 9 and it just unlocks without me having to press anything. And what I like is, most of the times the iris scanner starts scanning even before the screen is turned on, making things super fast. Now this is pretty handy. So when you are shooting videos, we generally turn off the screen auto brightness and set the screen timeout to maximum, so that the screen brightness does not change during a shot and the screen doesn't go dim. So we mostly forget to reset things, which in turn drains the battery. Well, there's a new optimized settings option in One UI's battery settings, which when enabled will automatically reset the brightness, screen timeout and media volume at midnight. And while this seems like a customizable feature, I haven't been able to change it on a Galaxy Note 9, so maybe it's a bug or maybe it's just beta things. Anyway, this is definitely going to be handy for a lot of people. The Samsung keyboard also gets some cool new features with One UI. First of all, there's a new floating mode here in the modes page of the keyboard, and as the name suggests, it makes your keyboard float, so that you can move it anywhere you want. You can even adjust the size of the keyboard in floating mode and the transparency, so it's pretty cool. There's also a new adaptive theme option, which automatically changes the theme of the keyboard to light or dark depending on the colors of an app. It works and it's a pretty neat addition. There are a lot of other minor yet important features sprinkled across in One UI. The camera app has gone through an overhaul with One UI, and while it brings all the features, I don't like the fact that you now have a separate tab for video. Anyway, the camera app here is set to support HEIF image format, and there's now an option to start camera on the last mode you're using, so these are pretty handy. Moving on, there are new animations here as well. They are subtle and nice. For example, check out this screenshot animation. It looks really cool, right? However, in Experience UI, I always felt that the animations bogged things down, and if you feel that in One UI, there's now an option to reduce animations. It does not remove all the animations, but it does tone them down, making things seem a little faster. So I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate this. Another thing you'll appreciate are the new clock styles in the always on display settings, which look really cool. Now let's talk about Wix.com, our sponsors for this video. Wix is for people who want to create some great websites. I mean, it does not matter if you're creating your first website or you're a professional website builder. Wix is for everyone. I tried out Wix to build my website and I did a fairly good job in just a few minutes. With Wix, you can create a business website, a website for your online store, photography, music, events, blogs, basically just about anything. Plus, you get so many templates and advanced tools like Wix Videos, Wix Pro Gallery, Wix Bookings, etc. So what are you waiting for? Check out Wix from the link in the description down below. Well, those are most of the new features that Samsung's new One UI brings. So the One UI beta is available for the Galaxy Note 9, the S9 and the S9 Plus. And if you want to install that, you can check out a guide from the link in the description down below. Anyway, which is your favorite One UI feature? Tell us in the comment section below. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and share it with your friends. Lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. Well, that's me signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.